CC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to read the rewards of trading, whether price is going up or down. Over on total for the daily, it does look like our MPP is a little bit confused. It does look like we did have a chance to hit where we are right now, and there was a 33% chance to reject. Now, our current MPP from the current candle is projecting a rejection from this area, so we may not see this continuation. Momentum is pushing forward, VWAP is bullish, and the money flow does want to break up, so the daily does look positive, providing lower time frames can continue positivity. Over on the 1 hour, I would watch. This may be a rising channel, so we'll use our parallel channel tool. It does not look like a rising channel there. We kind of move these over. This may be a rising channel here, though, so I would still exercise caution. This channel is not confirmed yet. We only have 2 to the top and 1 to the bottom, so other things can happen, but this pattern would likely bring us back down somewhere around the 759 billion if we saw it break down. Our stochastic is starting to push down. VWAP is breaking into bearish territory after favoring bullish and pushing us forward. If that VWAP does not reverse soon, momentum will continue lower, money flow would reject, and we would have a chance at least to push down to the bottom of this channel like our MPP suggests. Then if we make that bounce, I would look for a short-term pump up, but then watch that pump up very closely, because if we stay in this channel and do not get back above it, then the bears could still gain control and push us further down in the long run. So over on Bitcoin futures for the daily, we are breaking our value area high. This is a higher high. This is what we want to see. So from here, we could make a retracement, make a higher low, and then still continue forward, providing we don't get higher highs with higher lows. So we do look pretty positive for a bullish move here, providing we can prevent breaking through that value area low and staying below it. VWAP does want to push up, giving momentum strength and pushing that money flow forward. If our VWAP continues to push forward here, momentum and money flow would help push us forward, and we would continue seeing strong green candles. I would exercise caution though. Remember, if we get too many strong green candles in a row, usually you do end up retracing. Remember, a quick move one way usually is retraced by a move the opposite direction. Over on the 1 hour, does look like we do have a potential rising channel here as well. We will cover that on Bitcoin, but stochastic is pulling back, momentum is dropping, RSI is falling, and VWAP has a shorter high with a lower low, so we are favoring bearish, bringing that momentum lower, and if this continues, that will start to weaken money flow, which will start to weaken those higher time frames and potentially give us that pullback that we mentioned. Over on Bitcoin for the daily, does look like we are in that rising channel on lower time frames. Again, we'll cover that in the 1 hour. Momentum is pushing forward. VWAP is trying to make a bounce, and money flow is in the green. So we do look positive, providing those lower time frames can stay bullish. But remember, we did push up very quickly, and a quick move up usually does get retraced. But over here on Bitcoin for the 1 hour, we do have technically 3 touches to the top, 2 to the bottom. So I would watch this channel very closely, because we tried to invalidate our rising channel. Can't get the word out. Tried to invalidate the rising channel, but we were unsuccessful. We are currently trying to break back out of it, but if we see a rejection from this top and then we break through the bottom and see that confirmation where you get that retest and rejection, then I would watch for those lower price targets. This channel being so narrow won't push you down too far, at least, and would be pushed somewhere around that 87.9, 88K range. Our momentum is starting to pull back, so watch that, as that VWAP is favoring bearish, and if this does not reverse, money flow will start to weaken. Over on Graph for the daily, we do have a similar rising channel still, so we do have our MPP projecting that we would break that value area low. Again, we want to see a higher low with higher highs, so we would want to stay above that value area low if we're going to continue a bullish trend. And I would watch this very close, because the daily looks like it could be forming a narrow channel, and if that's the case, then we may end up seeing a bigger rising channel break us down. Again, that's not too wide of a channel, but it could bring us somewhere down, depends on where it breaks out, somewhere around this 6836. VWAP is starting to round away, momentum is pushing forward, money flow is in the red but trying to push up, so if VWAP and momentum can stay bullish on lower time frames, then the daily could continue forward. So if we look over at the 1 hour, we do have 2 to the top, 2 touches to the top, 2 to the bottom. We tried to get that rejection, got a double bottom, and we continued forward. Now we are rejecting the top of this channel, so watch very close, because if we continue and break down toward the bottom of our channel, that's where the bears may gain that control. Momentum is starting to push down. Our VWAP is starting to favor bearish, unlike back here when we made that bounce forward. So watch that VWAP very close. If it continues to favor bearish here, momentum will continue to drop down. Money flow will break into the red, and higher time frames will start to weaken. Last but not least, over for XRP for the daily, we are trying to make a little bit of a bounce, so this could be a higher low, which if followed by a higher high, could give us a little bit of a bullish trend here to help give us that push up toward that 262 that our MPP is projecting. Stochastic is pushing up, RSI is pushing forward, VWAP is bullish, pushing our momentum higher and giving money flow strength. So we do look pretty decent on the daily. Over on the 1 hour though, does look like we have quite a big consolidation here. So we may have a little mini bull, little mini bull flag. This little mini bull flag would try to push us somewhere near that Fibonacci level. Our momentum does want to round with the red dot, as that VWAP is starting to break into bearish territory with lower highs and lower lows. Watch that VWAP very close. If it stays in the bearish territory here, we likely would start to retrace, just like back here when we broke away from being bullish into bearish. So I would watch that very closely, because if that VWAP continues to favor bearishly, higher time frames will weaken, and we likely would drop down toward that 190, 180 range if we're not lucky. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a great night. Hit the like and subscribe, and join us in the Discord. Sorry, we don't have enough time to cover Anchor today.